Antonym of billable. I am looking for the opposite of billable. The context would be billable hours. A complete example sentence could be, "Sorry boss, the work I did from 9 to 10 is not billable." While writing a program, I encountered the technical correct, but somewhat ugly billable_true/billable_false pair. I want to rename the first to billable, since its truthiness is reflected in the code already. It just leaves me with a very unsatisfying not_billable as opposite. While not wrong, I am hoping to find a single word that encapsulates this concept of hours I spent working on something, but cannot or want not put on the bill for some reason. For the record, I am not a native English speaker, but I cannot even find an antonym in my native language, German. The word I am looking for should be an English word, since all words in the program are English-ish / as far as possible. I did a quick search through the following sites: synonyms.com, thefreedictionary.com, thefreethesaurus.com, thesaurus.net, openthesaurus.de. I did not find any single word describing this concept. I do not mean slack, because the time I want to categorize was spent working. It just should not end up on the bill presented to the client. The word could have almost any connotation, but it should not have been too colloquial. It should be something I could tell a coworker without getting fired or reprimanded. So, what would be the, ideally single word, opposite of billable? Time? Update. Just to clarify, the domain I want to use the word is time tracking in it. We have some internal projects, events and such, which attract, but not build, because there isn't any client. We also have in some client projects aspects that we do not put on the bill, for example internal sync meetings that are not wanted/needed by the client. We track these short meetings, because it's work time, but it is not something the client needs to pay for.
Non-billable is the common term according to some brief research.
As an alternative to the standard non-billable answer, there is a related concept of direct and indirect charges used in the contracting world. Direct charges are where hours worked are billed directly to the client. For example, they get an invoice that says a developer worked on the task for 80 hours at X rate. Indirect charges are hours worked on generally internal company tasks, for example company training, that is paid out of the company's profit, i.e. the difference in what they pay you and what they charge the client.
My company, in the IT world, categorizes these as overhead. We use this for company quarterly meetings, annual performance review meetings, time spent on recruitment or proposal writing, etc. You may charge 1 hour to overhead for this meeting.
From a computer science perspective, the important distinction presumably is that you will be associating a payer, or payer, with each amount. With unbillable hours, there is no payer. So you could choose a word that emphasizes this, payerless, no_payer, without _payer. The last one would allow you to give billable hours the parallel label with _payer.